friends, this is Dr. Deepak Nagarale, Department of Chemistry, SG Patel College, Pune. Hopeful all of you are very well. This is from our college effort. Our college has made effort to reach every student for their learning towards a different subject. Initially, in this semester, we are going online or any offline mode lectures to reach students. So every student can benefit from the entire lecture and access all the material regarding each subject on time on the as per convenient of the student. So on the behalf of our college, I am presenting here my lecture for the skill enhancement course, which is included in the SYBSC syllabus, and that course is consist particularly for the basic analytical chemistry. Okay, in SYBSC we have two different chemistry subjects, that is physical inorganic, organic inorganic, and third chemistry subject is constructed on the basis of the skill enhancement courses. So today we are going to start a skill enhancement program course on the basis of the chemistry. After starting this course, we have to look what is this course is consist, why this course is introduced by the university, because every student should gain systematic type of the skill regarding his increase of her or his knowledge in upcoming futures. So this is very useful, as we aware that in our SYBSC total course, different skills are available regarding physics, botany, zoology, and one of the chemistry. So if you go through this skill course syllabus or skills course by chapter wise, this course is constructed by the 4 different chapters. Okay, 4 chapters are covered with the different skill enhancing instrumental introductions, what is analytical chemistry and different aspects of analytical chemistry, that is in some aspects are regarding chemical, some aspect regarding instrumental setup. All these are included in total syllabus of this particular first semester of skill enhancement course. So if you are going overall syllabus of that, what chapters are consist with this particular skill enhancement course. So first chapter is we are going to study, that is introduction of analytical chemistry, where why analytical chemistry is important and why analytical chemistry is introduced in our syllabus. That basic information is given in that first chapter, and type of analytical chemistry and utilization of that type on what way are also explained in that first chapter. Second chapter is acid-base titration. Okay, there are different types of analytical chemistry, and out of that type, acid and base titration is one of the application of analytical chemistry. Okay, acid and bases, we all know what is acid and what is the bases, and regarding that bases we can estimate a qualitative and quantitative, and that estimation is consist by the titration. Therefore that chapter is consist acid base titration, and that also include strong acid, weak base, weak acid, strong base, all this combination of titration. Then we have to go third chapter, that is a precipitation titration. As second chapter is acid base titration, where titrating different acid and bases, we have to determine the quality and quantity of substance. Precipitation titration is also one of the same type. In that precipitation titration, by the formation of precipitation, that is an insoluble component in that titrate solution, that is that our target, that is a precipitation, and what precipitation is come up from that unknown solution, that is nothing but titration. Okay, fourth chapter, it is a chromatography. Chromatography, it is one of the qualitative and quantitative analysis. In both the way, we can determine the different amount of substances present in that unknown given solution. So overall, these 4 chapters we have in our basic analytical chemistry first semester. This is all these 4 chapters increase our basic skill in that analytical subject, and in the next semester we have advanced analytical chemistry syllabus that can take one step forward for the analysis. So we are starting this entire thing with including first chapter. Okay, we have a first chapter, that is introduction to analytical chemistry. Introduction is a very important point, because why and what, that two questions is going to answer in this particular section. Okay, if you go through the overview of this chapter, this overview or the syllabus is also included in our syllabus file. You can access the entire syllabus towards our NMU website. There you can get our detailed syllabus of SY BSc regarding all subjects and chemistry also. So if you going through the overview of this particular first chapter and what topic we are going to study, here I have the study here. You can see the introduction, particularly that introduction, it is what is analytical chemistry. Its definition is also included here. Interdisciplinary nature. Interdisciplinary means interdisciplinary means more than one discipline. That may be a botany or zoo, that may be chemistry and physics, that may be a chemistry or botany. Okay, regarding different disciplines means it bridges different disciplines regarding analysis, its nature, importance of analytical chemistry. Of course, type of analysis, there are basically two types, qualitative and quantitative. We as discussed earlier that qualitative means estimation of quality, and quantitative means estimation of quantity. Quantity in the in case of the gram or in case of the volume. That two terms are basically covered in the quantitative analysis. Okay, B part covers the concept of sampling, definition, procedure of sampling, types of sampling. Means a sample which we are going to analyze in our and chemical procedures or instrumental procedure, how that sample can be made. Okay, the entire concept or procedure of sampling and types of sampling is going to be explained in that particular point. Then accuracy and precision, significance figure, significance of zero and rounding. These are mathematical terms, and that can give a precise or a value nearer to the correct value. Okay, accuracy, precision, significant figure, all these terms, rounding of all these terms are regarding output of data. What type of data we have got, and data analysis towards the more accuracy is consist with that particular accuracy, precision. Point number C. After point number C, there is a D point. Whatever thing we are getting in the form of data or in the form of measurement, that whether that measurement is a correct or not, or it is a nearer to the correct, or what type of the error is present in that measurement, it should be identified, and that identified error, it should be minimized. So regarding keeping in this point, errors, it definition, its types of error and source of errors. Some errors are man-made errors, some errors are the electronic errors, some errors are the instrumental errors, some are the environmental errors, because some errors could not able to manage by the any human activity. Okay, if any human person is a colorblind, so output data is depend upon the what the person is going to observe that data. Okay, sometimes meniscus is also wrongly defined or wrongly identify the observer person, therefore some sort of the error is also included in that particular system also. Another point is a good laboratory practices. This our last point of that chapter, introduction chapter, good laboratory practice. Okay, that is a material safety data sheet, MSDS, fire safety and handling of the chemicals. All three points are also important, and that included in our syllabus also, because whatever we are going to handle, instrument or chemicals, it should be a safety level, it should be obeys all safety level. A laboratory are constructed in such a way that no student or no person can get harm from the chemicals. So that laboratory practices, what thing we should follow while doing an experiment, while doing any analytical experiment, to minimize a human hazard or minimize any consequence of the getting injured. Okay, there are overview of this particular chapter, and after this overview we are going to in actual introduction of the analytical chemistry. Analytical chemistry is applied. Okay, it is an applied thing overall the industry, or it may be a medicine, or it may be all types of the sciences where analysis is a part for any industry or any medicine. Medicine it is one of the point of the industry. Industry it means any type of the uh, uh, any type of the product making agencies. Okay, or that may be medicine or non-medicine, all type of industry where a chemical or any food material is made, and that food material should be analyzed up to its quality regarding the content of vitamins, regarding proteins, or regarding carbohydrates. It also one of the application of analytical chemistry. If any food industry product it getting it from any product, that product should be analyzed whether it contain its nutrition level up to the mark. Medicine it is one of the major sector. In medicine there is API, active pharmaceutical ingredient, and that ingredient content is also maintained by the analytical methods. Okay, and all type of science means any type of science the analysis is utilized. So some examples I have listed here. If we want to determine the carbon dioxide, oxygen in any air or any water bodies, so we can determine by the perform simple by analytical chemistry. If you want to determine the what content of oxygen in the blood, it can also be determined by this analytical procedure. As we are all aware that if you want to determine your what content, what amount of hemoglobin is present in your blood system, so simple we have put blood on in the syringe, and that blood is transferred to the instrument, and that instrument is basically count the number of that HB in our blood. Okay, so basic point is that the any content can analyze by the analytical system. Quantitative, if want to determine the hydrocarbons, nitrogen oxide and carbon monoxide, is exhaust system, what amount they are present, or what the amount they are exhausting in the any automobile industry or any automobile vehicle regarding 2-wheelers or 4-wheelers. So that can also be quantitized means that may be measured on the basis of the quantity, and regarding that quantity we can determine, or we can reduce the emission of that that is hazardous gases in the environment. Another point is the quantitative analysis. We know that in quantitative analysis, measurement of ionized calcium in bloodstream. Calcium is can also be determined by the blood serum. Diagnosis different types of the diseases in the human. There are also quantitative analysis by making the what nitrogen content in the food. Analysis of the steels. Farmers are also get benefited by the analyzing the soil for which fertilization should be utilized in that soil purpose. Means irrigation purpose is also there, and that can very much useful application of analytical chemistry. It is also applied in various types of branches. If you quantitative analysis, we are going to quantitative analysis for the this by using the analytical chemistry. It also plays a vital role in the different branches. As I am talking about the chemistry, this chemistry is also one of the important of the analytical chemistry. Biochemistry is there, biology is there, geology is there, physics is there, and all types of the science branches are getting benefit from the analysis. For example, if we are going some examples are some repeating here. Determination of potassium, calcium, sodium, that is a main element of our body. Sodium potassium balance it should maintain in our body to maintain a constant muscle moment. Okay, if this system are going reduced, means potassium, calcium and sodium ions, if it reduce in our body, our muscles nerve system get affected or determine the content of calcium, potassium. It is also very much need for the medical purposes. Okay, some chemist means the person who are going to make a reaction happens. Okay, and at that time, when reaction going through procedure, the mechanism of the reaction, it can be determined by the analytical study. Okay, in another application is archaeology. We know that in archaeologist, they are the person of archaeologist going to identify age of different fossils, and that fossils age can be determined by the analytical chemistry, and that analytical process is known as the carbon dating. By the carbon dating, we can get the exact time or exact years of date of that particular animal fossil or plant fossil also. Okay, that is a main utilization of archaeologist. Then if you summarize all the types of the branches which depends upon analytical chemistry, here I have drawn one wheel, and that wagon wheel we can easily make a multidisciplinary nature of analytical chemistry. If you going to one by one observe that whole circle, every sector of our daily routine, every sector of industry or every sector of our